Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCrafts.com. I'm here. I'm an independent Stampin'. Oh my gosh, I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Scotland who seems to have got tongue-tied today, which is not usual. Anyway, today I've come back to try and complete the rest of my Christmas card challenge that I said that I would film quite a lot of easy Christmas cards back to back, and then I got ill, so I've been missing in action for a wee while, but I'm all better now and I'm all ready to get going again. So I have just returned on Sunday from a Stampin' Up corporate event and a team event down in Solihull, so I've had great fun. So the card I'm going to show you today is this one. I'm going to pan out a wee bit. So I do apologise. Despite my best intentions today, I've ended up filming after dark and I'm struggling with the light here. But hey, so this designer series paper is from our Christmas Around the World set of designer series papers. They're absolutely beautiful. Of course, being Scottish, I rather like this. Oh, we've gone out of focus there. I rather like this tartan look. It's not really a known tartan, but it has got a tartan-esque look about it. So when I was getting my nails done a couple of weeks ago, I was telling my wee nail technician about it. Grace is a lovely girl at gosh, I'm really struggling today. Maybe I'm not as better as I thought I was. At the nail bar in Linlithgow, I go to get my nails every so often, and I have a nail technician there, and she's called Grace, and she's quite interested in the crafting that I do in the videos that I make, and she's really quite clever. So I had taken her a piece of this paper and I was telling her it was my favourite. Now this is 2 weeks ago, so the nails are getting a bit past it, but if you see on my thumbnails and on my ring finger, she's been inspired by the paper, and then the colours are sympathetic to the colours that are in the paper. I'm afraid with the light tonight you're probably not seeing this in its best light. Really is a nice olive green and black and real red, but I think it's got like a cherry red at the back, which gives it a bit of depth. Anyway, what I did here was I punched out some 2-inch circles, well, two 2-inch circles in crumb cake. I've got a little scrap of crumb cake here to make a label, and I've already punched out a label in cherry red, which doesn't look like cherry red to you, I don't think. I'm going to use this stamp set, which is called Labels to Love. That's a really nice hand. This, along with the labels punch, is an excellent set, which you know you can use for lots of things, not just Christmas. It's even got a Halloween stamp in it. Love, give thanks, to and from, for you. There's 6. Gosh. Celebrate a wonderful year, and there's made with love. So it doesn't all have to be Christmas. Obviously the ho 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 and the Merry Christmas and the Happy Christmas to you and yours obviously are Christmassy, but I think you'll get a lot of use of this from this at other times. So pop it to the side just now, and I've punched out 8 wee leaves with the leaf punch. Where is the leaf punch again? A very versatile punch that's in the catalogue. It kind of teams up with the Harvest stamp set. Oh gosh, I can't remember the name of anything today, so I'm not even going to try. But the one that's got the sunflower in it, and you have seen it being used before. So that's the punch. So I've already punched out these 8. And I've already layered up half a sheet of garden green cut long ways, folded in half, and using 4mm increments. I've got a layer of real red, in fact no, I think that's cherry cobbler, and the designer series paper. It's cherry cobbler, don't be confused by me. Go with what you see and not what I say actually today. So anyway, that's the card basis already. So what I did was I took, can you see that, one circle and just popped some, I was about to tell you how great fast fuse is and then I start arguing with it. Oops. Just popped some fast fuse around the edges and you'll see why in a minute. Basically just around the edges of that circle, just something that isn't going to take forever, and then I'm just going to attach the leaves basically to create a wreath-like effect. Just, of course it's sticking just a, you know, on the, like you're going round a clock face. No, there's no fast fuse at that bit for that one to stick to. There we go. Gosh, my fingers are sticking to it and the leaves are not. So just basically so that the stock catches onto your fast fuse. And I can't pick anything up today. If you came on today to see a real expert, perfect crafter, you're going to be disappointed, I think. So just another bit of fast fuse on here. And just pop that over the top to disguise the stalks, and it helps just to keep them secure. So basically I was making this to make the card and I thought, oh, that's kind of 3D. So actually, while I was making a card, I came up with this idea. Can you see that okay? I made a Christmas tree decoration, and I took that, I made 55 of these and took them to the team event on Sunday, and swapped with all my Stampin' Up friends, all the team members in the team that I'm in. There were 55 people there, so I made 55 swaps, and I made lots of really good friends since I started with Stampin' Up, really good lifelong friends. So bear with me. Yeah, so I made 55 of these to take along to swap with my friends. I have got a whole bag of swaps, obviously, that I got back in return, so there'll be another video or at least a blog that you can go onto jazzledazzlecrafts.com and see pictures and read all about the swaps that I received in return for my Christmas tree decoration. So back to the card. So basically I have done the wreath effect, a bit of fast fuse on the back, and I'm just going to stick that somewhere about the middle. And I've got a piece of crumb cake here, and I've already mounted up on, I always do this and then I can't see, I don't know what size of block this is. Yeah, this is a D block, this is a very versatile block. And I'm going to ink it up with Memento, black Memento ink. Just making sure I've got an even coverage. Pop that out the way. Just using my scrap here. Just making sure it's transferred. There we go, upside down of course. Which of course doesn't matter. I'm going to slip it into the punch. Not the best of stamping. I think actually I have accidentally stored the ink pad on its side, so all the ink has run to one end. So if you see, if you have a wee look, that end is a bit over inked, but just I'm not going. I will change that for sending it out, but for the purposes of the video I'm not going to restamp it just now. I'm sure you're more than able to, if you're storing your ink pads more carefully. I was in such a rush when I was leaving for our event. I'm actually just going to use a bit of snail for this bit. I'm just put a little bit. I didn't leave the place very tidy, and while I was away my husband tidied up, so it's my own fault if things weren't put away properly. All your ink pads need to be stored flat and not on their end. So I just cut that red one in half long ways, and I've just used it to give a bit of depth there. Looks like a wee shadow at the back, and then just pop it onto the wreath there. And then I have, as I usually do because I'm a coward on the film, I've already tied a bow. Bows are not really something that I'm terribly good at, but hey. So I'm just going to use a glue dot to stick that on to the card. There we go. What do you think? Nice easy Christmas card. Straightforward. I've talked a lot through it, but really that would only take a few minutes. That one has the black shimmer ribbon on it, and this one has our black lace ribbon. So we've got so many lovely ribbons that you can use, and this is a nice simple card. You can line inside with white, and you can always put a little stamp here and there on there as well and decorate it up. I just haven't today because I'm trying to keep it quick and simple. If you had everything ready, you know, punched out your leaves, stamped the label and punched it out and had some ribbon bows, you could sit and make up these cards fairly quickly. If you do it in a kind of production line process, you'll get through them. You know, do all your sticking, then do all your punching and your stamping and punching, and then just sit and put them all together, and really it doesn't take any time at all. But there you go. So I would really appreciate it if you would leave me some comments on this video. I know I've rambled and I know I've forgotten quite a few words. As I say, I'm just getting back to full health again, and I'm back at my day job, so my brain's a bit mush today. But if you would subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that. Thanks for sticking to the end.